everybody. Welcome to Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. It's good to see everybody tonight. I am going to go over the guidelines. What'd you say?
There's more people here than I thought there was going to be.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, your comments, your ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. You know what? I want more of that, to be honest. That's how it used to be, old school. There was a lot more comments, talking, people jumping in. I would love to see that. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, their families, their friends, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone that has been affected by alcohol and drug addiction. So here are some of the guidelines, guys. Meeting starts at 6:30. Please be on time. Please turn off your cell phones and refrain from making posts to social media during the meeting. Please only one person speak at a time. We will gladly sign your attendance slips and you can get them after the discussion. Honesty is required, please. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view how substance abuse has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and it welcomes diversity. So please refrain from using excessive foul language and language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity. If you see a visitor, a new member, or returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please welcome them into our program. Your confidentiality is important to us. However, please be mindful. This is a live stream meeting and it is open to Racing for Recovery members all around the globe. Please refrain from getting up and leaving during the meeting in progress. And please throw away your trash in the proper receptacles. If you are smoking, and I surely hope we are not, I encourage you to stop. Please do not smoke on or around our property except for, I think we have a smoking area in the back now, but I think. So, welcome everyone. It's so good to see everybody. Is there anybody here that's first time, that hasn't been here before? Welcome. Thanks for being here. How about we go ahead and
All right.
the
We got
announcements.
some support group announcements. Monday, we have a book study support group from 4 to 5 p.m. Public's welcome as well. And they're working on the Cleveland book right now, it looks like. Then Tuesdays, we have men's and women's peer-led support groups that's open to the public from 4 to 5. Wednesday nights, we have the BAC recovery group from 6:30 to 8:30. That's my favorite. Begins with a meal at 6. The van leaves for the clients at 5:15. And the church shuttle bus usually picks up over there at the suites. Thursdays, tonight, we have a plant-based dinner. And from 5:30 to 6:30, and then we have our meeting from 6:30 to 7:30. Also, it's available in person and or live stream, Facebook, YouTube. Also, thanks to Chef Dean for the wonderful meal tonight. That was pretty good. And also the tech crew that helps make this meeting possible to everybody around the world. Thank you guys. On Saturdays, we have community connections from 2:30 to 5 p.m. And Sundays, optional, there is a run walk support group. I'm not sure that everybody can go to that, but if you can, that's a great meeting with some guys that have some serious sober time. That's from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then Sunday, we also have church service at Bedford Alliance Church. And the bus picks up at 10:15 at the suites as well. Also, we have Todd's got a bunch of different books here that are available on Amazon or any of the bookstores. And also, if you'd like to leave a review on Google or Yelp or Twitter or any of the social media stuff, that's great too. And if anybody has attendance sheets that they need signed at the end, you can bring them up here to the table and we'll take care of that for you as well.
Sounds good.
Back to you.
Sean. Okay, could I please have the designated reader for the guidelines to living a lifestyle of recovery, and that is Ronnie,
Yeah.
please.
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. Lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Number one, recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. Number two, wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. Number three, using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. 4, defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5, building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6, understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7, lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your family and friends. 8, learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. Number 9, recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. Finally, number 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is a source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. We're gonna do introductions next. We'll go around the room, and you do not have to identify as an alcoholic or an addict, but if it's helpful for you to do so, feel free. We just want to know your name. We want to know why you decided to join us today. And for a question, I want to know something that made you stop and smile this week. Which way are we going? Start with you. How's that? Is that okay, Angel?
Yes, that's fine. I'm Angel, and today I am here because I need all the support and the encouragement to learn from everybody here and give support. And I'm grateful to be at Racing because I'm happy to learn about myself. And the smile, what was the question?
Something that just made you stop and smile this week.
I like to see the bunnies in the morning.
I do too.
But yeah, pretty much see the little bunnies in the morning, they smile.
That's great. That's great.
I'm Jason. I'm here because it's part of my recovery, and something that made me stop and smile this week is seeing my nephew here tonight.
Okay. Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael, and this meeting is part of my sobriety. I'm here every week, and something that made me smile, honestly, is just knowing every day I continue to be sober.
Howdy, I'm Thomas. I'm here because this is home, where I want to be. Made me smile this afternoon to walk into the kitchen and see just the vast variety of vegetables that Chef Dean had picked up to make this beautiful meal tonight. Just how much effort was put into that, thoughtfulness of there's nothing left out of that stir fry.
That way.
Hello, my name's Adam. This is my first time here. It's taken me a long time to step foot into a recovery meeting, but this is my second one this week, and I feel like it's probably the best decision I've made because I've been in recovery for like 3 years and I've never really had a support group, people to go to that are like me, so it's a pretty good feeling to be here right now.
Welcome.
Something that made me smile was actually probably this morning. I've been off Suboxone for like 2 weeks, and I think today was like the first day like I woke up and actually felt like a semi-normal human being, and that was a pretty cool feeling. So
Very cool, Adam. You're in a great place. Thank you so much.
My name's Jared. I'm here for my recovery as well as what we do on Thursday nights. And one thing that made me smile this week was the rainstorm we had come through last night.
definitely not sitting on the porch enjoying
Oh
that.
yeah.
Jason.
My name's Jason. I'm here because it's what I do on Thursdays, and of course I have to always come and see you, Kelly.
Thanks.
One thing that just made me smile actually was hearing that you've been off Suboxone for 2 weeks, man. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I know how hard that is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm Bradley. I'm here to give and get support. And one thing that made me smile, waking up sober.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm here because this is what I do on Thursdays. One thing that made me smile today was, I guess that walk that we did, that mile walk the other day. Because I don't walk very much, and that I know I can do it now. So, yeah.
Hello, my name's Ronnie. I am here tonight to listen and learn as much as I can while you find people. And let's see, something that made me smile this week was my birthday on Saturday. So I had a lot of people reach out, wish me happy birthday. That was nice.
Happy belated, bro.
Thank you.
Orange back there.
I'm James. I'm here because it helps me stay consistent and accountable. And dogs, always dogs. I started off my week going to the Humane Society on foot, which was a bad choice, but when I got there sweaty and exhausted, having a pit bull come up and headbutt me in the face, the fat lip, all the kisses, that part of it was
Aww. Yeah. Hey, girl.
I'm Kenzie. I'm here because this is what we do on Thursdays. And one thing that brought a smile to my face every time my kids run up to me.
What's up, guys? I'm Chris. I'm here because I haven't been here in a few weeks. So I want to stay connected to the place that got me where I am. Something made me smile in the past week. Last weekend, Casey and the kids were up visiting for the weekend. Got to spend a lot of time with them and bringing them to cookout. All you fine people here on Saturday.
Tim,
Hello, everybody. I am Tim. Thomas said that this is home. This is part of my Thursday shindig, if you will. Something that made me smile. I don't know. I feel like I smile a lot throughout the week. I got a lot of joy and entertainment watching our team play volleyball on Tuesday. Some of the faces that they make when they hit the ball are pretty priceless. So, yeah. If you look at some of the pictures as they're rolling, there's a few in there.
That was something that I also did. Tuesday before I was working, and I was always on the sidelines. I didn't play. It was always entertaining.
It's fun.
Very much entertaining.
It is. You don't have to play to have fun there. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Hi there.
Hi, my name's Kim. I'm here because I come here to support my daughter. One thing that made me smile is she posted a picture on Facebook this week. It's the best she's looked in 3 years. So it was amazing to see the progress.
Hi there, Jeffrey.
My name is Jeff, and I like having this meeting as part of my weekly routine. It has been for a long time, and that's been important for me. what makes me smile is seeing Chef Dean stir fry on the menu. Seeing progress in myself continuing and seeing it in other people as well. Means a lot more to me than I ever realized it would. I never thought it would, but I've realized as far as I've come, it's part of what's got me there is seeing everyone else and their progress. So, thanks for this.
Appreciate that.
And I'm Joe. Here tonight, this is part of my journey to recovery. What made me smile in the last week was 2 days ago I had 8 months of sobriety.
Yeah.
So Joe.
What's up, everybody? I am Blaze. I'm here because this meeting is part of my wellness journey, and all my friends are here, so that's cool. I got a pretty good kick out of my neighbors have this really cute little boy over there, and he starts addressing me as Mr. Blaze now. So he said, "Where are you going, Mr. Blaze?" And he's like a little Diamond Dave character, you know, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's doing his thing. So that made me smile. Thank you.
This is what I do on Thursday night, and something that made me smile is that I made it through another week.
My name is Mark. I'm here because I am changing my patterns and routines, and this is what I'm doing. And something that made me smile was seeing familiar faces during this week. That made me feel better.
Hello, my name's Josh. I'm here because I got to racing a week ago. Just here for some support in my recovery and hopefully to find some people that can help me with my recovery. Something that made me smile this week was probably just watching Detroit Tigers baseball.
All right.
Killing it this year, so it's been awesome. Thanks.
I am Tony. I'm here supporting my best friend Helen Myers. I got two things that make me smile. One is seeing my best friend grow in her recovery. And the second one, on the 9th, I celebrated 30 months.
Yeah.
Me? Oh. I'm Mitchell. I'm here because this is part of my pathway through recovery. Something that made me smile. Chef Dean made parfaits today.
Yeah.
And that's always my favorite. So there you go.
Oh yeah, I'm Alex. I'm here because this is part of my recovery journey. Been here. This is my 3rd week, I think. And something that made me smile today, I can't think of the artist's name, but there's this music video, and it was about getting outside of your comfort zone. It was hilarious. I wish I could remember the artist's name, but it was great.
My name's Butch, and the reason why I'm here is just to take advantage and learn of, everything that this program has to offer me. And something that made me smile this week was, I was able to give my roommate some advice, and he really, I think I really, understood the situation. I was really able to help him, so kind of made me smile.
Very cool.
I'm Heather. I'm here because this is family, and something that makes me smile is reminiscing about the weekend that I had with my toddler.
Aww.
My name's Sean. I was asked to be here tonight, but I should be coming here anyways. Really, honestly, this place really did help me get my life back together and put together a lot of pieces that of the puzzle that I was unable to do for myself. Along with the Bedford Alliance meeting in this place, I'll have 30 months on the 19th.
Yeah.
So that's an amazing feeling, and seeing a lot of new faces, that makes me smile too. Seeing people that actually, you know, want to come here and work on their life and get their, you know, put the pieces back together. Some of it can't be healed, some of it can, but you know, what can is definitely worth it.
So good to see you. I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for
inviting
my
me.
invite. My name is Kelly. I am here because this is what I want to do. I like Jeffrey, I've done it for some time. It's what I want to do on Thursdays. It's exactly where I want to be. I get much joy out of staying connected here, the new faces, the old faces. It feels like home, genuinely it feels like home. And it made me smile to walk through these doors today, genuinely, it did. If we could do the answer, and please Mitchell,
The Answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain, as I approach the light of hope that lies before me. Each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me, my memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I am a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I am worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust. And so it begins, racing for recovery.
thank you, Mitchell. So, before we get started on some conversation, I'm gonna ask if anybody has something they'd like to get off their chest, that they wanna talk about, that they'd like to share, that they need to talk about, anything at all on their mind. Please,
Can we
please.
clap for Sean?
I didn't do that, God did that.
I love me some Sean.
I'll say something about Sean. Sean, you, from the first time that I met you, you know, you talk the talk, but you walk the walk. You know, and for me, that is so important. You've truly been an inspiration to me.
Thank you.
Me too. We started out very similar times here. Yeah, it's been an honor to have you.
I appreciate
by
that.
my side, definitely.
I appreciate all the love here. I mean, that's why I keep coming back here, so, yeah.
It is home. So, I was going to talk tonight a little bit about some things going on with myself and hoping that we can run with just a conversation. I like old school how we used to do here, and everybody just kind of pitch in and talk. I have been transitioning out. I am no longer a client here, but I'm still around. And in all honesty, this has been kind of a tough week for me. I don't know exactly what I expected or if I even had expectations. But when you walk on the other side of here, it's genuinely not all rainbows. And I have been blessed enough to stay here long enough for me. I did a lot of listening. I did a lot of learning. I did a lot of tripping up and smacked in the face with humility. Lots of lessons here, lots of patience here. It helps for me to remember people saying that they still have struggles every day that sit up here and help us to do what we need to do every day, from Amanda, Tina, Adam, Todd is very honest about it. It's not like we walk out of these doors and everything is just perfect. A lot of time on my hands besides just work, that a lot of idle time had me in my head a lot this week. And I'm also blessed to have a couple of really good friends that yank me back into order when I need it. And believing in trying to find, per se, your people, your tribe that are on similar paths to you when you're not here. Someone that has some time under their belt, someone that doesn't want to go after work and have some drinks or party or do what they want to do, because I just choose not to be in that crowd. To find similar personalities or traits out there to hang out with and do things with. The everyday things of just not being here after being here so long is challenging, and I feel very blessed that sometimes I literally sit down and just think about things that I've heard in these rooms that help to pull me out. One of the things that have stuck with me since week one walking through these doors probably was the big idea number 3. We are not immune to life's hardships. I thought that as soon as I was able to understand that and actually walk that walk, to get hit with some of the hardships when we walk out of
The
here.
old punch in the mouth?
Yep, the old punch in the mouth, and realize that just because we took some time to get sober and we are doing the right thing doesn't mean we're not gonna walk out there and not get punched in the mouth. So to be able to handle some of these things the right way, not want to run and be numb, and use some of the tools and the lessons that I learned here because of tripping up, has been a big blessing to me this week. But it has been an off week, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that. What are you preparing for? What have you learned here that you're going to take out with you? What are some things you've stumbled with this time, or if you stumbled and came back into recovery, what has helped you to hang on? Anything like that. I'm looking just for some conversation, suggestions even, that type of thing.
Bradley, go ahead.
What helps me to stay in the right path and everything is to look in my past, what happened and everything. I never want to go back to that situation and who I was back then. I love who I am today. That's my speculation, is to work as much as possible on myself so I can become the person that I always wanted to be. That's who I am today. Learning more skills and having not just a peer support in here, but out there also.
Yeah.
I have to build a peer support out there, because no matter how I want it to be, it's never going to be the way I want it to be. You're going to get hit in the face left and right. You never know when it's going to come, but when it does come, I have the tools in my belt to deal with them. And that's all I have to do, is keep on building them up so I can be ready. Key thing for me, I don't know about anybody else, but when I start running towards something, that's when everything starts kind of falling downhill. I have to start walking towards it so I can take initial steps to learn more about what's occurring at that moment.
Makes a lot of sense, Bradley. Yeah, it's never going to be perfect. It's not perfect for anyone, let alone us. And to be able to go out there and deal with it, I definitely don't want to go back to where I am. I know I'm not going to do that. It's just not perfection when you walk out these doors. It just isn't, plain and simple. It's just reality. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
I was so into what we were talking about.
Totally fine.
Chris, please.
So, everyone and I have talked about it enough times in these rooms. Grief from death has always been my biggest struggle. And last week, it's been a month since I left the program, and last week I got my punch in the face. My friend got killed. And before getting sober, I would have been surrounded by bad friends and drugs and alcohol. That's how I coped. This time I knew I was going to do it differently. I tried to remember all the things that we talked about in these walls. I had an outpouring of friends from here and family reach out, and to be honest, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Like when you get the news, it's like, oh fuck. Like I knew it was gonna be hard, but to be honest, I spent enough time in here and listened enough that it wasn't a struggle like I thought it was gonna be. I was able to appreciate Cole's life, remember it, and not self-destruct and make things even worse, you know. So yeah, that was the face punch I was most scared of, and I took it on the chin and kept walking. So that's having the support here is huge. I mean, I didn't even have to reach out my phone. Just, hey man, are you okay? You want to talk? I had multiple people. I mean, Kelly reached out. I'm lucky to have people in my life to get me through stuff like that. So
Yeah, I agree, that was a tough one.
sure.
Sorry about that, seriously, genuinely. I'm so happy that you did it the right way, the healthy way.
There's no other way anymore.
Angel?
Yes. I have learned the struggle here that I didn't even expect that I would know. I mean, like the patience that I couldn't hold on to, or the courage to be what I dealt with, to give myself the grace to accept the things that I was capable to do, and the courage to talk to people, to learn things that I didn't think I could be capable to do, and ask, and now I'm able to learn it without. I felt that I was embarrassed to do it, but talking to staff today or whenever and not being, it's okay to be teachable and learn, and that could help somebody else in the long run is what she said. So I have to understand that I'm doing it for me, and what else can you do? What else can we do? What is the secret? What else can we do, they ask. And we don't know if you don't tell us. And that's what I was told. But I didn't know, and I feel like I just, and it's grateful talking to some of the peers, and they give me that says, like Kenzie, she's just like, it's gonna be okay. I love her to death. And I miss Molly so much. She was always that inspiration too. But I have to be, and I give myself, I'm proud of myself today because I gave up certain things that I didn't think, like making the excuses I keep telling myself when I walked in the door. Joey gave me that. So I have that encouragement to just keep thriving. Because that's what I was told from the door. You'll have better. Maybe you will have better. Quit saying you might. You will. And that's what I'm doing today. I will have better. That might's not there. I mean, I keep saying it, but I have to keep reminding myself I will have better. Just because I was in this, I was stuck here. I don't have to be stuck where I was. I don't need to live there. I will have better. I am gonna accomplish and achieve, and that's what I need to learn, that I'm capable to do that now, and I'm learning that some of this is gonna be uncomfortable, and I don't like it, but I'm okay to have these emotions today, and it sucks sometimes, but it's okay. I pass.
I love that.
I do too.
I love that. Because life does suck sometimes. It's just the way it's the reality of it. But, I mean, the life that I had before was such a mess that, you know, like, I mean, you know, today it's just, yeah, life does get better, and you know, it's so much better not to be present all the time and know and have my faculties about me, and just yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely love to hear you talking, Jill. I'm obviously not here in groups with you, but it just, you listen, you learn, you ask questions, and I get something out every time you talk. And I have always said that sometimes when you don't feel like, or you don't want to share, or you don't want to go to a meeting, you never know when you raise your hand or you show up through the door and you sit down at the meeting what you're helping somebody else with. And I think when you talk, other people aren't listening to you. I really do. Thank you, Angel.
Yeah, Angel, you are definitely an example of what trusting the process looks like. Keep doing it. You're doing it, girl.
Definitely.
Alex?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I have really struggled with on my recovery journey is fear and anxiety. You know, I've gone down a lot of different avenues in recovery. I've tried a lot of different things, but I wasn't like doing the right things per se. I was doing what was like comfortable to me. You know, I didn't really challenge myself at all, because I just kind of lived in that. If it produced fear in me or anxiety, I just avoided it. And I think there's something to that for me where like that. And it has a negative impact on my mental health overall because I'm not like growing or changing at all. Like I'm just doing these things. I'm doing things that are considered like good and in recovery, but like they're not. It's not challenging and I'm not growing, like, and I ultimately feel worse about myself. And I think that's been like a really big struggle with me, is like my mental health, you know, medication and all sorts of stuff. Like I've tried so many different remedies and I think like a part of that too is not being consistent. Like, I'll try something for a little while, and if I don't get immediate results, if I'm not like reaping the rewards instantaneously, I just discount the value of it almost instantly, and I stop doing it. And it's not like I tend to isolate a lot, and it's not like I didn't have opportunities to do things. I just chose not to. Like I almost had this belief like I couldn't have fun because I'm sober. Like it's like I was punishing myself. Like if, people would be doing stuff and I would get there would be an opportunity for me to go and do things, and I would just choose not to because it was kind of like, oh, I'm sober. Like I can't enjoy myself. What are you talking about? You know, like I think like identifying that was a big help. And then also one thing I've like in since I've gotten here that I've really focused on is like physical health. Like the what exercise does for my mental health is like it's like the best thing, you know. So yeah. That's all I got.
I think that so much of what you just said is relatable to about everybody in this room. The whole fear and anxiety, similar to what I'm talking about this week, is the fear of the next step has got me frozen. So I'm having to stop and think about the right next steps to do. Anxiety, I think, is very common in this room. Instant gratification probably got a lot of us to this room. I don't think it's so relatable, and that's what I loved about coming here and just talking and having conversations. Is you feel so not alone. When you walk through the door, sometimes you think nobody can understand me and my path and my road. There's always somebody here that's going to get it, or a lot of the room is going to get it. You're not alone. I'm so glad that you're here. And I've heard so many people with the exercise, whether we chose to do it or not, so many people.
I struggle with that.
Yeah. I walk at work. So many people come here and dip into the exercise and the healthier eating, not necessarily just plant-based, but just healthier eating. And it changes everything for them. It's just, I can't say how much, it's just a good place, and there's so many different options to go with. You're in a great place. I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks.
Kim? So, I'm gonna be a little real here. Some people take that as rude. I'm not rude. I have two vices. I overeat when I'm stressed out. I am a stress eater. I smoke cigarettes. I am getting ready to quit smoking. I'm gonna give it a shot, like you guys. I'm gonna do it. When you pick up your drug of choice, whether it be alcohol or whatever, you weren't scared to do it. In fact, you got a high thinking about going to get it, just like I do with nicotine. You were not scared. Why are you scared to take that next step? You get to enjoy your life. Now you know what it's like to live sober. They make drinking and all this such a social norm. You can't even go to Chuck E. Cheese without beer being there. You can't go to the zoo, the movies, nowhere. I tell my daughter every week, make sure you are strong in your mind, in your heart, that when you leave here, the one thing you know is that you can live sober. You don't have to drink. You don't have to do drugs. Because I'm telling you, I have rough days too. I'm in a depression I'm trying to pull myself out of. I have bad things that happen all the time. For 3 years, it was rough. You can get through it. Just like you went to the store or went to the corner, whatever you chose to do to get that drug, you can live sober. You have to change your way of thinking. And it's so hard to sit here and watch and listen to, I'm scared to do this, I'm scared to do this, what if I do this wrong, what if I do that wrong? I do wrong things every day. Every single day. If you are not scared to pick up that drug of choice, you should not be scared to go out there and live a sober life. I mean, how much happier are you? How much better do you feel? Like, how much clearer are you thinking? Like, when you think back to those days, did it make it better? Did it make those troubles go away? Did it make the issues that you're having financially go away? Hell no. It makes it worse because now you've spent the last $10 that you could have put on your electric bill on whatever drug you chose. Don't be scared. Use the tools that you've learned. You're gonna do it, and I will be a phone call away. I do not drink. And hopefully I'm gonna quit smoking because I promised Mackenzie I would if she got sober.
I know you said 5.
Oh, yeah.
So, right.
I appreciate you so much.
So stop worrying about it and go out there and live your best life. Enjoy your family.
Kenzie?
I think that transitioning out of sober living is the one thing that I am worried about. Like my mom said, alcohol is sold everywhere. But I'm thankful that I have a place where I can transition out. Starting work, I love my job, but it made me realize even more how much drinking is just a social norm. And it's something that I've actually had to work on in my one-on-ones lately is realizing I can't, even once I'm out of here, I can't go out with my friends after work. Like even the coworkers, that I, love talking to. I've had a coworker actually openly admit that she had a problem to me at work. And I'm sure that she feels comfortable talking to me about it because she knows that I'm in a program. But there was a time when I was at work a couple of weeks ago where I thought it would, it would be nice to be able to go out with her one time. But it wouldn't stop at that one time. It wouldn't stop at that one drink. And that's what I keep having to tell myself. And I have wishful thinking that I'm strong enough to do that once I do transition out of here, but I'm gonna be damn sure that I'm strong enough to think that way before I transition out of here. Because if I'm even having a lick of those thoughts, shit's gonna keep being thrown my way throughout life, especially having 2 young kids. And they need me more than anybody on this world, on this earth. And I need myself before I can take care of them. But it goes to show there are other people in this world that have issues behind closed doors, and we can help them as well, because it's helped me stay away from the alcohol, realizing the issue that my coworker has, because she doesn't have to live that way. And I've been actually thinking about bringing her to one of my meetings or one of the Saturday connections groups, because they need that too. And some of them are fearful of the things that are going on in their life. They're stressed out. We all get stressed out, and it's not normal to drink over every little thing. And that's what I was doing before. So I think that transitioning out of here is huge, and it's something that you have to work on greatly, and it's stepping stones. It takes time. And you can't just rush your way out of here. I've rushed my way out of programs, and I fell flat on my face in the matter of 2 weeks, maybe less. So that's just my advice. You've done the work, Kelly. You're going to do amazing. You know that I'm a phone call away too. But this is to everybody else. Like, I've been here for going on 9 months, and I'm not ready to get out there yet. So
I appreciate you. Yeah, I come across that at work often too, and have offered this meeting. I'm hoping at some point a few of them will. Yeah, a lot of them where I work stay and drink when they get off their shift. It's not something that's even crossed my mind, thank God. Please?
Yeah, so I didn't bring a notebook with me today, so we'll see how this goes. But one thing I love about this place, among many things, is that like seeing Kenzie's mom show up for her every week is like really awesome. I cannot wait to get my mother into a spot where she's free on a Thursday night. So if you're watching, Mom, come get some with us on a Thursday night. But I love seeing that. That's so cool. Talking about transitions, for me, like I've had a lot of issues with like letting things go in the past, like former versions of me, and resenting myself and stuff like that for bad choices I made. So I guess I've had a lot of opportunity this week to talk in groups and stuff about specifically like meditation. So, but I noticed that's kind of the thing that's been helping me hang on and helping me change my mind and into better ways of thinking and stuff like that. And it's really helped me get a couple things straight in my head, like as far as like just being grateful for this place. It's well, I feel like it's almost like a job, right? You know, you can love your job, but sometimes things are frustrating. You know, I mean, that's the life that we live. You know, sometimes things are, you know, it's hard sometimes. But so I just noticed that like the more that I'm I guess I've been meditating my whole life just on the wrong things sometimes, right? You know? And now that it's not like meditating on how bad of a person I am, how I regret doing this, how you know, it's all these negative, now that it's like, it's more like putting an eraser in my brain and just wiping the thing clean for a minute and then putting some positive thoughts in there. It's really helped me just get a sense of gratitude for the things that I'm doing and the things that others are doing around me. So I'm just really grateful for that. And also, like, the acceptance part kind of comes in there too, just accepting that, you know, I'm not who I was. I'm not, even yesterday, I'm different today than I was yesterday even. So yeah, just, that's kind of what's been helping me hang on. And we use the word transition a few times, and that's kind of the way I'm relating to, I ain't leaving no time soon, so that's not my transition, but right now my transition is just, you know, mental health, and better ways of thinking, and it's really just starting to show. Like, in every little decision that I make. Sometimes I still catch myself saying things sometimes that I'm like, ooh, don't do that. But, you know, if I go back and meditate and kind of clear my head and try to throw something positive in there, then normally so far it's been good. So I know we'll continue to be good. So yeah, I probably had a couple more things, but I didn't bring a notebook, so.
The gratitude list gets longer and longer, doesn't it? Yeah, when you guys wake up in the morning, just write down a couple things you're grateful for, you know, and it's hard to have a bad day when you're being grateful for the stuff that you have.
Yeah, sure. Well, like, I was really intimidated by myself, I guess. Like, I'm saying, like, letting things go and stuff. Like, I mean, like I said, you know, we've all made mistakes in the past, but for me, you know, I mean, I just, when I came back here this time, it was really like, I was really intimidated by that version of me 3 years ago, and what people would think of me, old peers, staff, everybody. But this isn't that kind of place, you know. I mean, this is a place where there is no judgment, and there is, you know, I mean, so, and seeing that in all the people around me is another thing that's really helped me just let go of that, you know. So.
I've been here with you.
Yes.
And the difference is night and day. Legs like in the night. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, it's working.
Thank you.
Gratitude is something that I remember walking through these doors and I was like, how the hell is gratitude gonna help me in any way, shape, or form? When I get to a bad point and I sit down, what was and what is now, yeah, it pulls me out every time if I sit down and think that, every time.
Kind of like having a great attitude, right? Gratitude. Thank you, Kelly.
Mitchell?
So you were talking about, well, we've talked about a couple things, but like transitioning, obviously I'm nowhere near that and I'm okay with that, but I was thinking about the fear and anxiety that Alex was talking about, and one of the things I've always kind of known, but more or less dealing with, among other things, is uncertainty and letting it paralyze me into not being able to even make a choice, and by that inadvertently that leads to addictive behavior. At least in my life it does, because I am scared of something or fearful, or you know, and then you know, something might happen that might disrupt this, but this isn't all that good in the first place. So also learning to, for me, in order to get to gratitude and be able to slow down and look at the good things so that everything else doesn't seem so daunting, is to slow down and look at the little things and be grateful for those that I do have, so that I don't pay attention to everything everywhere all at once. And doing that, just you start looking at this whole thing instead of like little sectors of goodness and whatnot, so that you can ground yourself, basically, at least for me, instead of being so uncertain about what everything else might go wrong. Just be happy about this and be grateful. And right now for me, that's racing, because there's a lot of good here, good people, good things to learn, good food, so you know, I look forward to doing my time here, so to speak, and one day being able to transition. And I know I don't know you as well as some other folks might be in the room, but from the few times we have talked, I think you're gonna do great. So
I appreciate that, and I can relate to the whole fear of the uncertainty thing. One of my hugest issues on people that do know me, control issue. If I can't control what's coming up, if I don't know what was coming up, I understand a little bit more now as to why. And like Blaze says, sometimes when you say something, you want to pull it back. The difference is we know now, like Alex was saying, we know now, so we can take different steps to maneuver because we understand now.
It's funny that you just said that, Kelly, because I wanted to comment. For me, it's my spirituality. I know with my spirituality, all I have to do is take some accountability, some acceptance, and surrender the rest. That's my foundation for everything, and I have full faith that that's going to get me through any situation in the future when I leave here. And it's something I hold dear to, and I'm so grateful for Racing for Recovery because they are a big part of the BAC where we go on Wednesdays, and that has been the number one thing that has made the difference between me succeeding and failing this time. So
I've spent with a lot of people.
Yeah, I say it all the time. Without Jesus Christ, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah. And Herbster up there
Yep.
helps me with that a lot. I have lots of questions when it comes to the spirituality end, and Herbster helps me a lot with that. And I've seen so many people change their lives going to BAC. So many people have here.
are we ready for the autobiography?
Timothy, you have nothing to say to me.
I'm so full right now.
I was counting on you, dude.
I'm so full.
I got nothing either.
All right, Melissa, can you take us home?
Autobiography in 5 short chapters. 1. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am hopeless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Number 2. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. Number 3. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Number 4. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Number 5. I walk down another street.